Good morning. This is Professor 1970. Today is November 11th, 8:28 in the morning. As promised, wanted to get out a video on where the hell do we go from here. Yesterday was an incredible day. We had the CPI reading of, I believe it was 7.7% inflation year over year, and we went up 1,200 points on the Dow. I mean, where else can we have incredible inflation and yet skyrocket in the markets? Interesting. Anyway, on November 9th, I wrote CPI can move SPY to 400 with a reading below 7.6 or 353 with a reading above 8.4. If expectations are in line at 7.9%, then we should still see a rally. The market is once a rally. In fact, I'm going to call this new youthful trading generation, you guys that are in your 20s getting started, that are putting money in crypto and all these other crazy things that I don't understand, that I won't touch with a 100-foot pole or a 10-foot pole or even 1-foot pole, whatever you want to call it. You guys are the FOMO generation. You guys have the biggest fear of missing out I've ever seen. No matter what the market direction, you guys hop in. It's what's generating the market, and it's also the reason why we are going higher in the short term. That's right, we are going higher, and here is why. All right, guys. At least that's what I think. You know, this is all for fun. I have to put in my disclaimers that this is for fun. This is not trading advice. I'm not an investment analyst or investment anything. These are just my thoughts based on trading the cloud. So, as you guys recall yesterday, I also put out a tweet saying that, the market may go up 6% or so. Guess what? That's exactly what we did. We actually started the day yesterday before the CPI report around 373.94. We ended the day. Look, this is a chart of the daily cloud without all the indicators. You can see that we actually, my theory was that if we would have a good number, that we would jump right to the top of this cloud and we would actually break through it today. And that's exactly what's happening. It also helped that JP Morgan came out as well and said that, hey, we're going to go up 6%. I think they were actually listening to me. I'm secretly their major analyst. I think they read my Twitter account because every time I say something, they say something like 5 minutes later. It's very bizarre. Anyway, not true, but just for fun. Anyway, here's my thought, my theory. See if you agree. See if you don't agree. Like it, subscribe to it, comment on my video right here in the corner. I would appreciate it. But as you can see right here, yesterday the number came out and we absolutely shot out of a cannon. Right here to this mark is kind of where we opened up 388.34 and we kept on going right to the top of the cloud. We stalled there, and then in the afternoon we finally broke through it. This morning we've been as high as let's go to a 5-minute cloud real quick. Let's go to my drawings. These are my daily cloud drawings that I draw on the D1. These I drew yesterday. This is on a 5-minute chart, and you can see how well we've adhered to the lines this morning. You can kind of see here was our close through all these levels. Overnight, we actually went as high as this 397.53 number, which is about almost close to 4,000 on the MES. We actually kind of traded above it. And then we have gone back down, tested this yellow line. Another fun chart I drew yesterday was, if I can find it, this one. All right, I'm not showing the first part because I was wrong on that, but you can kind of see here. Here we are. We traded to this 395 level right here. We did a dip. Here's the dip. Then we shot up to the first blue line. There you go. Shot up to the second blue line. There you go. Started trading back down to the blue line. There you go. And started trading down the yellow line. There you go. So what am I expecting here? Well, I'm expecting a run to this level, 401.57 through the cloud. It's following this drawing, almost but kind of eerie. I've done this several times. Several times I've also been using cloud lines to call the close of SPY to the penny. That's how I think I got the nickname Professor that someone gave me in the one option chat room that I belong to, where I trade with, Pete and Harry and Dave and some other people. Kind of where I got my start way back when. So anyway, let me go back into this daily chart real quick and kind of let me show you what I'm thinking here. So here we are. We are through the cloud here. Normally, what happens is right now we went up high. I expect us to probably trade down to this 394.31 level. That could possibly happen before we shoot back up, or we may penetrate into the cloud slightly right here to this level, this 390.66. I would be a big buyer here at 390.66 personally. You have to gauge your own risk. My stop would be probably down to this next level if I do buy this 384 level. But what I'm expecting here is to actually test at some point within the next, I'm hoping today on this 401. See this flat line right here on the cloud. I'm expecting us to kind of test this level, this 401.29 level, which is up about 2%, 2.5% from where we are right now. And then eventually by, say, next week, test that 405 level that I was talking about earlier, which is basically off of this flat level over here. And I'll kind of mark it right here. This somewhere in here, so somewhere off of this candle. And then, yes, I'm short-term bullish, but very bearish still over the long run. Here's a weekly chart of the SPY. Let me clear this out. Going to give you guys a better visual. All right. We're still trading above the cloud here. Below the weekly cloud. Right here is a test in February of 399, 400. That will kind of hit the below cloud. But right now in the area that we're in, we would have to trade to like 424 to hit below. I don't get bullish. True bullish with a true bull run until this gets above these green lines wherever it's trading. You can actually kind of see we have this going on right now. Expect this to go a little bit higher to maybe right there. So, which puts us again at that 407, here puts it at the 407, 408 level. And then we may hit it and then boom, sell off. Guys, big picture, okay? Inflation, still, yes, it's starting to slow down. But come on, guys, it's not cause for a bull run. Inflation, we're still going to have higher interest rates. People are so excited that we're going to have 50-cent basis points. Guys, who the hell is going to be able to afford a house in the current generation that's used to paying 5%, 4%, 3% interest rates are now paying 7, 8, 9, 10% interest rates in the future moving forward? Sure, they can take a 5 and 1 year mortgage or a 3 and 1 year mortgage or a 10 and 1 year mortgage, but pretty scary stuff, and they're going to have to refinance that. That's how the credit crunch got started in the first place back in I can't even remember when it was, 08, 07, when the housing market, all these mortgages were 3.1, 3.2, 5.1, and we had a credit crunch, and look what happened there. People had to refinance. They couldn't. Guess what happened to the housing market? Bye-bye. Guess what's going to happen this time? Bye-bye. That's my opinion on it. What's yours? Anyway, so what I think is going to happen here is I think we're going to have a short-term run, call it a Christmas rally, if you will. Everyone has the fear of missing out, so they're piling in, and that's fine for the short term. No worries. But 2023, I think, is going to hurt. People are going to get more confident as they see the market go up, pile in, and it's going to be a major trap, and bam, the rug will get taken out from underneath you, and then boom, before you know it, we'll be in a recession, and we could see some low numbers. But will that happen or not? Your guess is as good as mine. That's just my take on it. Call it what you will. Sometimes I'm right, sometimes I'm wrong. But my Twitter followers know how often I'm right, I guess, versus how often I'm wrong. But that's my take on the market. That's where I think we're going. So short term, I am actually long. I took 25 points overnight, 65 points yesterday just on the trade, and did some scalps in between. I went long again this morning at 39.77. I'm looking for a test back up to this. Let's go into a 1 minute chart. This is pre-market right here. Let me do this real quick. Here are my things. We're bouncing between the blue lines and the yellow line. The yellow line is kind of my line in the sand, if you will. Especially if we get down to this, if it does break, it's probably my stop. But then again, if we trade it down here, I'd probably be a buyer. I would look for a break through this 397 level, and then I would want to see. There's a big gap here of no line, so I think if we can get through here with some volume, I believe there's some. Let me see here. I think that we can shoot up here to this 401.57 number. That's kind of my target for today, at least at some point to hit it. It may not even come close. We may sell off. I don't know. But that's what I am gauging my trades on. If it trades below here, it may take a breather. But I do think that we eventually, next week or this week or between now and Christmas or whatnot, I think we hit this 405 number before we do sell off in 2023 at some point. When earnings come out, we'll have to see how that goes. We'll have to see what the market says and so forth. That's my take on it. I am out for the rest of the weekend. I'm actually going to go see Lionel Richie and Billy Joel tonight. I'm actually excited about that. Yes, I guess I'm old, which is became a big fan really over the last couple of years. Billy Joel was always a fan of back in my younger days. But anyway, then I'm going to take some time off on Monday. I'll be back on Tuesday. Sometimes I'll post, I always say I'm done, and then I post 100 times on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter, Professor1970. Subscribe on these videos. I appreciate it. Come join our Reddit at Real Day Trading. There's a lot of phenomenal traders on there. I don't even post on there anymore because those guys have taken it over, and those guys are absolutely freaking killing it with their stock picks. But again, check it out. Anyway, if you have any questions, shoot me a DM or a message, and I'll try to respond. I don't respond to a lot of people ask me, where's the market going? How confident are you? I don't respond to that kind of stuff, guys. If you have a question about clout lines, how I utilize them, or how you can better utilize them, I'm happy to answer that. But I'm not going to give you my take specifically on this forum. I do it with some private people that have reached out to me, but that's it. Okay, guys, thank you very much. Have a great day. Let's trade. Let's make some money.